purpose of this video is to demonstrate how we can use graphing and algebra to solve an equation like this. Now again, this equation has two different problems that would concern me if I were a math student. One is fractions in the equation on the right hand side, and the other is a variable in the denominator. But as in any case, we can apply the concept of inverses and zero product rules to manipulate this equation and get it in a form where we can find the value of x that makes this equation true. Before we do that, of course, we're going to view or visualize graphically what's happening on the left and right hand sides. So on the left hand side, I see a graph that's going to be reflected over the x-axis and shifted right 4. That's the reciprocal function graph. So as you can see, from shifting right 4, I go over 1, and instead of up 1, I go down 1. And I can also do the same. I can go over 1, up 1, put those 2 points, and draw the rest of the curve. It looks something like that. Even in a crappy form, you can get the idea. All the values for the left-hand side that correspond to x's are going to be mapped out in this picture. And in the other case, I have a y-intercept of 3 1/4, a slope of negative 3/4. I use that information to produce the line as shown. Hopefully that's review for y'all. In so doing, I recognize that there is a solution here. It appears to be when x equals 3, both sides are going to equal 1. And over here, it appears as though when x exceeds 5, so I'd say maybe, 5.5. So my predictions are 3 and 5.5. We'll see if we're right. Now for the algebra. When I see the equation, there's a couple things again that bother me. The first is the variable in the denominator. The second is the fractions on the right hand side. But there's even another problem, and that's all this negativity. So there's one number we can multiply both sides by that's going to make this so much cleaner, and that number is negative 4. On the left-hand side, negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. And then we don't have to worry about the denominator because you don't multiply denominators when you multiply whole numbers. The left-hand side, we're fraction busting. So negative 3/4 times negative 4 is positive 3. And 3 1/4 times 4 is 13. Now the issue is the variable in the denominator. So dividing by x minus 4 has an inverse, and that would be multiplying by x minus 4. So on the left-hand side, this divides out to 1 with that, leaving us with a 4. And on the right-hand side, foiling everything out, gives me this expression here. I will collect like terms and simultaneously subtract 4 from both sides because I'm going to use factoring in the zero product rule to get this quadratic solved. The rest of this is review, factoring, solving by factoring. So hopefully this is rudimentary at this point. And nonetheless, I find the two solutions, 3 and 5 1/3. And by checking with Desmos, I verify that I do in fact have the correct solutions. You could also improve your algebra skills considerably by substituting 5 1/3 into the original equation and seeing if it works. So thank you. Have a great day.